I'm smiling after swimming 30 laps at my outdoor heated local pool. First effort this good in months. It felt so good after a summer of illness. Good to start feeling like me again, if just a little. That's from Maggie. Thank you, all of you, for all your messages this evening. There's some lovely texts and emails coming through. Lots of your reasons to smile, which we much appreciate. I'll be here tomorrow night with more of the same from 7 o'clock in the evening. And coming up next, we have Ken Bruce remembering our Queen with memories from those who knew her best and playing the music she loved. This is just approaching 9 o'clock.
BBC News at 9 o'clock. This is Lisa Costello. Queen Elizabeth II's 4 children have performed the traditional Vigil of the Princes around their mother's coffin at St Giles Cathedral in Edinburgh. It saw King Charles III, Princess Anne and Princes Andrew and Edward stand guard by the coffin for a short time. Following her death last Thursday, the late Queen's body will remain at St Giles until 5 o'clock tomorrow evening for members of the public to pay their respects. These people said they were extremely moved during tonight's ceremony.
Being part of their family moment was very moving for me, and I'm so glad to be here.
I think it was very much the private grief part that I felt, entering into a sort of a quite sombre area and feeling the grief that they were all feeling.
Yeah, it was remarkably poignant. Just be able to share that moment, hear the prayers, and I hadn't felt the emotion hit me until I walked in there.
By taking part in the vigil, the Princess Royal became the first woman to do so. Robert Hazel is a professor of British politics and government and says King Charles is likely to oversee a very different royal family compared to his mother.
Currently, there are a dozen members of the royal family who carry out public duties. Of those 12, half of them are in their 70s and 80s. We are likely to see a slimmed-down royal family simply through the passage of time. Charles is now king of 14 other countries. They too expect regular royal visits. You need a big team.
In other news, a Met Police firearms officer has been suspended from duty after an unarmed black man was shot and killed in South London a week ago. The police watchdog is carrying out a homicide investigation into the death of Chris Kaba, who was 24. The Kremlin has insisted that Russia's war in Ukraine will continue until all its goals are met, despite losing a lot of ground in the past week. Vladimir Putin's spokesman, Dmitry Peskov, said the president was in constant communication with his military commanders. Our Russia editor, Steve Rosenberg, says concerns are growing behind the scenes in Moscow.
A lightning-fast Ukrainian counterattack has pushed Russian troops from much of northeast Ukraine. Pro-Russia social media channels accused Russia's defence ministry of making mistakes. So did the powerful leader of Chechnya, Ramzan Kadyrov. He's threatened to raise the matter with President Putin himself.
COVID infections in the UK have fallen to their lowest level since October last year. Official figures show around 1 in 70 people had the virus in the last week of August. The actress Gwyneth Powell, who played the head teacher Mrs McCluskey in the BBC children's series Grange Hill, has died. She was 77 and also appeared in Heartbeat and Holby City, as well as the Channel 4 comedy Man Down. BBC News.
Hello, this is Ken Bruce. In the spring of 2016, we recorded a special programme to celebrate the 90th birthday of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. Now, to mark the very sad news of the death of Her Majesty the Queen, we revisit those heartwarming stories, and in particular, the wonderful music. In the first part of this programme, as we remember our Queen, through the music that she loved.